Yeah.
We're sideways. Let me try to fix that. No, talk to them while I fix the sideways.
Okay. I'll talk to you.
Let me try to fix that. No, talk to them while I fix the sideways.
Okay, guys. Oh, let me see. We're still sideways. Well.
We're still sideways?
Yeah, you're still sideways in the computer.
Okay.
Well.
You're still sideways?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, now we're front ways, but we're skinny, right?
Yeah.
Well, looks like we screwed up something, so we're going to do it this way.
Okay. Let me see.
Hey, come on in, darling.
Mm-hmm.
All right, looks like we're live again. We got cut off last night because the battery died on my phone, and I was so confident. I thought, I'm getting used to this, getting all the technical stuff down, and but here we are, and I set it up as a vertical video. I guess I don't know. I pressed a little button that said stream horizontal, but it's not doing that, so whatever. Okay, let's see. There's 15 people here. Georgia Gardner, how you doing? Thanks for your message today. That was really nice. Amir, 1 minute. Maybe Tom forgot. Text him and remind him. Ha ha ha. Very funny, John. Rhonda Holt, yeah, sideways. Greater good is the phone charge. It is, and you went to Best Buy today and bought a charger because I got one of them chargers that you like sit the phone on. So you can't do that while you're streaming. And so that's, one of the factors why the battery died. One of the factors. All right. Okay. Yeah, John F. Tiny screen. What are you going to do, buddy? Okay. Burke Lucas says it's better. Julian Donato, all is good with audio. Thank you. Okay. Roll call. John, leave the funny to me, Bubba. Leave the funny to me. Okay. So last night I didn't get a chance to do giveaways. So we're going to start off this stream, even though there's only 15 people here. It was 52 when we died last night. But someone's going to win a Sleepy Lizard t-shirt right now. First person to tell me, what was I talking about when the stream died last night? Ready? Go. You don't even remember yourself, do you? I guess that means some of you had to have been on the stream last night, but let's see.
Let's see if we can get it. Mangoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mangoes. Yep. So we were talking about mangoes last night, and we were eating varieties of mangoes that were given to us by the folks at the Fairchild Tropical Gardens. And I think so far this was our favorite, right?
Yeah,
this was our favorite,
really
the ZDW10.
Oh my God.
We ate half of it last night. We ate the other half today. We actually shared it with a friend. She loved it too. This was a good mango. We finished off the Dunkin' from last night. We had that one for lunch today. Some people came by the farm.
I think this is ready for today.
All right, here's one. It's called Mommy K, M-O-M-I-K. And let's see if we could, you could start eating this. And again, we got some more people that joined the stream. Our contest right now for a free Sleepy Lizard t-shirt. First person to tell me what was I talking about when the stream crapped out last night. If you want to cheat, just go look and see. Just scroll to the end of the video.
Yeah.
And okay, Amir wants to know: can I sell grafting from mango? I do sell grafting from mango. I do sell cuttings from mangoes, Amir. But we're out. I sold out. I went through them all. It was a very, very high demand product. Is it good?
Mm.
And what was this called again?
This is called
The Mommy K.
Mommy K.
All right, somebody
Mommy
look up the
K.
Mommy K. I don't know if that's just something someone named in their backyard or if there's an actual variety called Mommy K.
Let us know where this comes from.
I think we decided last night I was going to leave my glasses on. Eddie, yes, no, I wasn't. Oh, that's nice.
That's real good.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
Classic
think
mango.
it's
It reminds me of the Valiant. It
Yeah.
reminds me of our variety.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
really
this
does.
is-
Yes,
this
that
is
nice
Valiant.
classic, sweet,
Mm.
little bit acidic variety. That's really good.
This is really good.
Great, good. You just came in from picking kits. Yeah. You're real close on winning that T-shirt, Grader, because what I was talking about last night related to the kits, and I actually had a kit in my hand. Yeah, we're just starting to pick the kits. They're coming in a little early this year.
Oh my God, this is good, babe.
Mr. F. Yes, I sent my wife to go grab this mango, and there was a reason. There was a topic that we wanted to discuss. Growing Together Nursery, what's up? How you doing? Greater good, you picked pollock, avocado, and kits. Wow, you're like me. I did that the other day. I picked a bunch of kits. I found some kits that were ready a little early, and also some pollocks. This was the first year I ever tried a pollock. I liked it. I found it to be a very sweeter avocado than I expected.
What do you compare that flavor to?
The pollock?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little bit like a what am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? There is one that it reminds me of. Gosh, I'll have to think of it in a minute, but it's like sweet. All right, I'll think of it when my brain kicks in.
Okay.
Frosty, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you back.
Frosty.
You got some great advice last night about growing your bananas, but more importantly, growing apples up there in your USD hardiness zone. And if you didn't hear me, if you do decide to grow apples, I want to trade you. John F., what's the most nutty avocado ever? I have two that taste very nutty. One is the Simmons. I love the Simmons. It has a nice nutty flavor. It tastes a little like a cashew nut. The other one is the Brogdon, and to me it tastes like a pistachio nut. I love the Brogdon.
You really like that one, huh?
This is a good one, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, where was that other one? The Bachelor.
That one.
We got a couple Bachelors. Why don't you cut that guy up? We've been seeing those.
Ooh, I like the color.
Oh, I forgot a towel. At some point, I need you to go grab a towel.
Okay, good. Tell me what is the flavor.
Wow. The flesh of this Bachelor variety is almost white. At first, it made me feel like maybe it was picked too early, but no, that's right. Its color, it's got like a powderiness to it. It's got that sort of powdery, that chalkiness that some mangoes have that I actually love. No, you're going to like this one. You're going to like it. That's good. This is another one of those fruits I might not know if it was mango if you cubed it up and served it to me blindfolded.
I brought some mangoes from the kitchen.
Very good. I think pollock looks like a Simmons. Ooh, that's good. There's a nice resiny taste along the skin.
Let me try.
I think pollock looks like a Simmons, but I felt as though it tasted different. I felt as though it was a lot sweeter and a lot more starchy than a Simmons.
Oh, this is good, babe.
Amir would like to thank us for all the videos we did. And he says we're amazing and helpful. Thank you, Amir. I appreciate that. Frosty, your varieties of bananas are going to taste great. And then John F., ivory mango can be eaten green. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me because it's a lot like the Nam Dak Mai, which can also be eaten green. We ate the second one earlier today, I think. Yeah, we did. We had two. This one's good.
This is really good.
What was this called again?
Bachelor.
Oh, the Bachelor. Oh, there's another one. There was two Bachelor in here.
You know what? I want to try this, but I'm thinking, do you think this is ready? No.
Well, no, that's still too hard.
Yeah. Sometimes the green ones, Yeah,
it makes me wonder if this guy was picked a little early.
Okay.
But here's one we ate earlier today, and we loved it.
What?
Bram Kai Min.
And is that ready?
This one's ready, yeah. Cut it up. Yep, cut it up. All right, looks like no one won the contest. We're up to 33 people now. Let's see. Valencia Pride. does well in a 25,000 gallon pot. Yeah, I feel like this house is built in a 25,000 gallon pot. Valencia Pride does. It needs a lot of space. It's a vigorous grower, and if it's got as much root down under the ground as it's got tree above the ground, you're right.
God.
Yeah, these are good.
Oh my God.
These are good. We enjoyed this today. We had actually the girl that's been taking care of us at Starbucks for years, since she was a high school student. She's doing a project on GMO, on growing GMO crops and the incidence of GMO in ingredients on processed foods. And so she came over to the farm to do an interview with us today. And while she was here, we couldn't help but sample a bunch of mangoes with her. We let her try jackfruit
She
for the
was so
first time.
happy.
Yeah. Her boyfriend grows mamey. We've traded fruits and stuff. And we ate one of these with them, and they loved it.
Wow.
Omar.
This is amazing.
Ram Kai Men. Yeah, that's a variety I'm familiar with. It's good. Omar likes the oily long neck. Yeah, me too. The Russell is very like buttery. I liked it too. Okay, Gaza Boy. Hello from the Caribbean. Other Mangoland. Yeah, you've been sub for a couple weeks. Almost finished watching all my vids. You can skip the fishing vids. We don't. They're not in our. Well, I mean, if you like to fish.
They're fun.
Yeah, Frosty. You wish you could taste the fruit before growing it to see if you like it. That's what I tell people all the time. Come down here to the Redlands. Come down here to the agricultural district in the months of June and July.
June and July, the best.
Yeah, and you're gonna sweat your ass off, hot as hell. But you could try all these different kinds of mangoes. Lychees. We got some longans coming in early. We got all kinds of tropical fruit. And I think it's a great idea for people to sample their fruit before they plant it. In fact, that was one of the pieces of advice we gave at the Fairchild Tropical Gardens. A lot of people get like not even a buyer's remorse. They get a legitimate remorse. Like a few years go by, they taste the fruit off the tree, but between the time they bought the tree and the time they have the fruit, they've had a chance to taste all kinds of other avocados, all kinds of other mangoes, tropical fruit in general could apply to avocados too. And they want to plant a different tree. So let's see here. Core sampling mango. Jimmy Shades won the shirt. Okay, the contest was that I was core sampling mango. So Jimmy, you just won a Sleepy Lizard t-shirt. So here's what I need you to do. And anyone else who's going to participate in our contest tonight, you need to do the same thing. Okay, I have it's right behind me. Okay. Jimmy, go to the About section of this YouTube channel. And there's like a little thing that you can click on to send me an email, or you can look at my contact info there. And tell me you are Jimmy Shades and that you got the question right and that you win the t-shirt, because I'm going to do different contests. I'm going to write this down, but I need you guys to help me with my memory, augment my memory a little bit. Mail and address and your size. We got them small, medium, large, XL, and double XL. And congratulations. And we'll pick up where I left off. So Jimmy was right. We were talking about core sampling mangoes. So Greater Good said he was out picking kit mangoes today. And I was pointing out to you that this is a kit mango. Give me a felt tip, honey. They're right there on the table. This is a kit mango, and it's got some blush on it. This is
What do you need?
A felt tip. I can write better with those. Okay. A Sharpie.
A Sharpie,
yeah.
Okay.
And then, it's too far to me to reach. What's this guy here? Here? No, that's not. This is a Kent mango that's still green. This is a kit that's starting to blush, but a Kent looks a lot like a kit. It's just a little less green. And what we do, as Jimmy said, we do a core sample to see if it's time to pick a mango or not. So we just cut a little wedge out of it, and we're looking for yellow flesh. So we cut Jimmy Shades t-shirt. And actually, I think I picked this guy just a tad early. So we're looking for a yellow. Now, I cut this side where it's blushing and it was yellow. I cut this side and it's still a little white. So this guy, see how that's a little white now?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it could be the lighting, but we picked this guy just a tad early. Whereas, if you did you would never even have to do a core sample of a Tommy right now, but you would see nothing but bright orange flesh.
What do you need?
More mangoes. Let's see what else we got.
Okay. So I brought this from the kitchen. I don't know what this
is.
I don't know what this is, but it looks red.
I'll tell you exactly what this is.
Is that good?
This is, I think it's a seedling variety, where in my other grove, I have the grove I own, and then the other grove that I operate
I'm
was
scared.
planted out in the 30s and 40s. Start
Mhm.
cutting that open.
Oh, okay.
And in the 80s, the owner top worked all the trees. In other words, he stumped them and grafted new varieties in the early 80s. And then Hurricane Andrew hit, what was that, 1992, something like that? Hurricane Andrew hit and knocked all the trees down. They had to top work them and regraft them again. Ooh. Yeah. So this, over the past 60 to 80 years, this other grove I had, and the trees are really wide, big around. It's had 3 different workings. It's had 3 different varieties of mango grafted to the trees. And some of them have 2 varieties on them. Some of them have 3. Some of them have varieties that grafted, but they also have branches that reverted to rootstock. Oh, okay. And so I frequently find seedling varieties. So I picked this thinking it was a Palmer, but Palmer doesn't turn yellow like this. So that's not a Palmer. I think it's a seedling. How does it taste?
Good.
Tastes good?
Yeah, taste it. It's good. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised. Mm-hmm. It just tastes good.
I mean, there's one in that grove. I know the tree and I know the branch. It only gives like a dozen or so. The flesh is so orange and it's so juicy, and I go after him every year.
Oh my God.
I keep them for us. Okay, Jimmy Shades, you won. Let's, Jesse says, welcome back. I appreciate that. Frosty, have I been disappointed in what I've grown before?
That's a good question.
I usually get pretty excited. Disappointed, no, but I'll say this. When we first moved in here, we were like 95% avocados.
Yeah.
And they were 99% late season. We only had a handful of early season avocados. So all of our crop started like September, mostly into October and November. So we were very exposed to hurricane season. Now, that crop coming in later in the year, you get a little bit of a better price. But the downside is a hurricane can knock you out. And we did have Hurricane Irma. It knocked over 200 trees. Obviously, we didn't get a crop that year. We also incurred the cost of the cleanup and standing all the trees back up. And then the following year, you don't get that much of a crop either because your trees got all knocked down. So you got to cut them and wait for them to grow back, and they're shocked and the whole 9 yards. So as I lose trees, as I clear areas, Frosty, I started putting in more early variety avocados. And then I decided to diversify even further. And like I mentioned last night, we do put a lot of different fruits in. But like for every one new fruit I put in, I probably put 4 varieties of mango. Last year, I've always been a mango lover, but last year I just got into mango in a big way. This is a delicious mango I'm eating right now.
But think about it. Like we have so many fruits right now that, I mean, the groceries, we don't have to do them this summer. We just eat from the farm.
Between the eggs from Javier's chickens and all the fruit we have, and the 37,
thank you, Javier.
Yeah, and the 37-pound jackfruit we got the other day. We've primarily just been eating from what we grow and trading people for stuff. Yeah, we do a lot of trading. Mm-hmm. This is a good mango. Hold that up. So I'm getting to the end of my mango season because my grove is running out, and this is me thinking this was a Palmer. I left them for late season. It's probably a Palmer variant or an offshoot from a Palmer seed. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, I'll be picking these. And if you buy mangoes from me and you get one that looks like this, kind of egg-shaped and yellow, and it says Seedling, that's what this variety is. It's good. It's nice. So good. It's really nice.
I'm going to. You want another piece? Mm-hmm. It's actually real good. Yeah. I'm surprised, you know?
Let me take a bite of that green kit. I know there's a market for green kits. Wow. Take a bite of that.
This is for you. Oh, wow. It's like an apple. Oh.
Okay, Mr. F. One was a S for, it looks like you got a Simmons and a Ronnie. A Ronnie is a very, very late, I'm pretty sure a Ronnie is a really late season avocado. We don't pick Ronnies till like February, March. It's so late that it's almost an early season avocado for the following year, if I'm not mistaken. I know they're not real common. Obviously, if you bought it from my neighbor, maybe you're uncomfortable saying who, but I don't mind saying who, but I'm not going to guess. But you could say their name. But I think he's the only one that sells them. So I pretty much know who you got the Ronnie from. And delicious avocado. Paul from Fruitful Trees gave me a sample of one that he got from the same guy you got your tree from. I don't know why we're dancing around his name. But anyway, delicious, delicious avocado. I think you did good. So you got your Ronnies. You'll start picking those February, March into April. Then you'll only have a little bit of break and you'll be able to pick up to the Simmons. You'll eat the Simmons through the end of July, early August, but then you're going to have a little gap there. Maybe you want to fill that in with like a choquette or a Brogdon. Well, Brogdons don't even go that. A choquette. Fill it in with a choquette. Yeah. Gencar 69. Hello. Pinch Runner. You love avocados. We love avocados too. We might even eat one tonight. Okay, here we go. Trista Delaney. Sorry, you were watching a political thing last night. I know. I'm so mad at myself.
You should have done it.
Yeah. The only live streams I've ever done, I never announced ahead of time. It just starts raining, and I don't know. I'm not tired enough to take a nap, and I'm all caught up in my office work, and I hate to waste time. And so I've just done some impromptu live streams. Yesterday, I got up in the morning. I planned it. I scheduled it. I announced it. Then someone told me like that Republican National Convention was happening, and I guess if you were watching me, you missed Hulk Hogan last night.
Yeah.
I mean, who want? Like, how do you miss Hulk Hogan? I've been watching that guy since 5th grade, since 1981, the Hulkster. But I'm glad you were able to make it tonight. Yeah, very good. You playing it right? It's a very late. It's such a late avocado. It's almost like you could call it an early avocado for the next year. John F. Tom is a movie star. No, Noelia is a movie star. Noe's on Univision. She's on a show. Promote your show, Noe.
I'm in Univision and I do TV segments for fitness, nutrition, and
Go ahead, sorry.
So I just go there and I teach people how to get in shape, and the segments usually are like 15 minutes, and it's live. It's a little bit. I'm used to it, but at the beginning I got nervous. But now I don't even get nervous.
You've been on TV for 20-something years.
Yeah, no,
I'm more nervous than you I'm more nervous on your behalf. I have sympathy nerves for you. You handle it like a champ.
But it really helped my business because every time I go on TV, I get clients, people calling me, asking me questions. So it's really good, you know?
Yeah. Nicholas Templeton, thank you. Thanks for being here on the live stream. And I don't know anything about the Philippine mango tree. The fruit stand we've been selling to lately is a Canadian couple of Philippine origin, Philippine heritage, and they told me they love the Philippine mango. Although I find everyone from whatever country tends to sort of like their mango the best.
Yeah,
you know.
The Glen.
Yeah, like where you came from. Mm-hmm. Jamaicans love the Julie. You know, Indians love either the Quesar or the Alfonso, you know. Yeah, Mexicans love to talk about the Atulfo, you know. Pinch Runner, you're eating honey mango. Sounds delicious. Yeah, Pinch Runner, the pineapple crop is already here. Did you see I picked a pineapple today?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and there's like 3 more out there ready to go, but I was giving those people a tour. The girl from Starbucks and her boyfriend. Yeah. I don't know if she wants me to, well, you just said her name. Yeah, Michelle. Mm-hmm. I was giving Michelle a tour. And I see like a flash of like gold over in the pineapple patch. Yeah. So I let her pick a pineapple. And you know, we let our pineapples ripen all the way. Sometimes there's a little nibble taken out of it from a critter. We don't care. We eat right around it. And I let her pick it. And you know, what's the first thing people do when they pick a fruit? They put it right to their nose.
Yeah.
And
she smelled it.
Oh, those homegrown pineapples.
They're the best.
Smell amazing. And there was already like some soft spots. It'll be ready to eat tomorrow. And so yes, it's pineapple.
Breakfast time.
Yeah. Frosty, there are some fruit you have to grow to taste it, like your varieties of banana. Yeah. Or you could come down here, Bubba, take a little vacation.
You should come. You should come and visit us.
Yes. Frosty. And you could try a lot of it. I'll take you to a farm up the road called Going Bananas.
We really like it,
yeah,
Frosty.
We'll go bananas. Omar, you'll probably go this Saturday. Try all those fruits out. Yeah, all you got to do is cruise around the Redlands, man. Chrome Avenue, 187th. Stop at all the little stands. You'll see Lots of different varieties of avocado, lots of different varieties of mango. Try to do a little homework ahead of time because some people aren't necessarily as knowledgeable. The ones who just set up a little table in a tent, sometimes they pick their avocados a little too early. They're not real. Like I've been seeing Russells lately. We're just starting with Russells now. I guess we're okay with Russells, but I'd wait another week or two on Russells. CK Adventures, hello. Which mango and avocado would I recommend for pots? Okay, when I recommend any fruit for pots, I think the smaller the size of the fruit, the better. You do not want a tree with in a pot growing, this is like a 2.5 pound Tommy Atkins, right? I think in a pot, you'd rather get a lot of little fruit rather than just 1 or 2 big fruit. Plus, in a pot, your tree isn't going to be as big and sturdy as a tree in the ground. So, a couple of heavy fruit will snap your branches, it'll pull it over. And plus, in a pot, your tree doesn't have access to as much nutrition that it uses to create energy to create fruit in the pot. And so, you're going to have a lower yield. I think it'll be easier to have smaller fruit. And so I would go with the smaller variety mango. I mean, this one here that we just saw is pretty small. This,
it's amazing.
Yeah, Brahmkai Men. These turpentines are tiny, although I don't recommend them, even though you love them.
I love them.
Michelle today went crazy for it. Of all the specialty mangoes, she loved it.
Because it tastes good. It has, if you are all about a flavor, I do recommend the turpentines. But when the only problem is when you eat them, the fiber gets into your teeth. Like you just have to clean your teeth. I know. But it has a good flavor. I mean, you like them too.
Yeah. Yeah. And so another mango I'd recommend is Namdok Mai. Now, this is on the small side for a Namdok Mai. They do get bigger than this, but Namdoks don't get huge. And in fact, I have a Namdok in a 25-gallon pot. I got about 21 fruit off of it this year. So that's a good one for mango. So I'd recommend anything that gives like a smallish sized mango. Same with avocado. And if we're going to talk about smallish avocados, you got to talk about the Lula. The Lula doesn't get real big. The
Good
Lula,
flavor.
top flavor. My favorite avocado there is.
Me
it also produces tons.
Yeah. Good guacamole.
Great guacamole. And it's like we use it as like a butter substitute. It's so good. There's 2 downsides to it. One ain't a big deal. The first kind of big downside is like the pit to flesh ratio is kind of high. You get it's a smallish avocado with a big pit, the same size pit as you find in one of these.
Yeah, this pit is kind of big.
So there's only like this painting behind me here. You see a nice thick cheeks of flesh around the hole where the pit is. That would be a lot more narrow in a Lula. So you kind of just scoop out a thin, section of flesh. But it's so good. The other downside to the Lula is it's very susceptible to anthracnose, to scarring. So this guy here, he's like marked up, and you can spray them with copper, but the Lula is still going to get a lot, which is why you don't find them commercially.
But I have a question for you. Like if you get affected by the skin, the inside is still good.
The inside is fine. Sometimes when it goes really deep, you might have to cut some flesh out, but you could spray them to kind of minimize it. But it's not going to be like other avocados, and that's why you don't find Lulas commercially. They're too dirty. They're just too susceptible to disease. Another one that grows good here in Florida is called a Taylor. They're small like a little Hass. They look like a Hass, a small little wrinkly. That would be another good one to grow in a pot. Pam Van Cleve wished you lived closer. Yeah, if you're a tropical fruit enthusiast and you don't live in South Florida, a good option, but we'll save it for a little later. A good option is to take a vacation down here in the off season, right? I mean, you got to be crazy to come to South Florida in July. It's like going to Antarctica and
it's hot. That's
down south, right? So that would be like, I don't know, in July. It'd be like going to Antarctica in July. Mm-hmm. It'd be like going to the North Pole in December. It's brutal. But if you love tropical fruit, now's the time to be here. And if you love powerful midday rainstorms, if you love losing electricity every day, this is the time to be here. I mean, I love those storms. I love those storms. Let's see, is this Smith ready? No, that's still a little hard.
Yeah.
That Smith is a little hard.
But 2 days will be ready, I think.
We like this Bachelor.
What is this, babe?
Beverly. Oh, that's too, well, see if you can find some edible flesh. We let that one go too far, didn't we? That Beverly, darn it. But see what you can get off of it. See, so we just talked about like the anthracnose is more, we just talked about how, the skin gets dirty and it doesn't affect the flesh. But if it goes too long and too deep, it will get into the flesh. And that's for both mango and avocado.
How is that?
I need to spit it out.
It's bad? Oh. Okay. Oh.
That was rotten.
Oh.
It's not I doubt it's a bad, don't put it with our good mangoes. I doubt it's a good variety. I mean, I'm thinking it's probably a decent variety. That one had just turned. It almost had like a vinegar, like a cider taste to it.
I'll give it to the chicken.
Boy, I sure wish I had some ice cream to get the taste out of my mouth. What?
We have mango ice cream. Tell them about the mango ice cream.
Well, we have an ice cream place near us called Michoacan. Michoacan. It's a Mexican ice cream place. I guess they're famous for paletas, for popsicles, but they also sell ice cream.
Look at that color.
And they have it of so many different fruits, and it's all from the local fruits here. They even have avocado ice cream, which is amazing.
This is fresh.
Their ice cream, you can taste the fruit in it. I mean, when you get their strawberry ice cream,
I want to show them.
Okay, you actually taste the strawberries in it.
Look at how amazing this is.
Oh, SC Arts and Crafts. No, we have someone here from Brunei. I don't even know where that is, but it sounds far away. Nightwolf, how you doing? Thanks for being here.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh yeah, the squirrels got your pollock, greater good, but they're leaving the immature lulas. Of course, they know. And when your lulas become mature, they'll go after them. That tour I gave today to the girl from Starbucks, she spotted a squirrel.
She did?
Yeah, and I think they got a little offended when I said I wish I had my pellet gun.
No.
Yeah, but they do thousands of dollars of crop damage. If we don't kill the squirrels, it literally costs us thousands of dollars because they take one bite out of one squirrel will take one bite out of 20 fruit times 30 squirrels times every day. That's a lot of fruit.
If you grow trees and fruits, you get this.
Pinch runner, your favorite avocados are the ones that are yellow and buttery inside. You have 8 and you're trying grafting. Tell us what varieties you have. And we love the buttery ones too. And I think the butteriest of the buttery for me is the Russell. I love the Russell.
Honey, this is amazing.
Nightwolf, that was your question before the stream ended. I'm glad we got a chance to answer it today. Yeah, very good. Olive oil, balsamic vinegar, salt and pepper is how you eat your polyps. It's funny. That's how we eat the Donnies. Not always with the vinegar, usually with the olive oil, salt, and pepper. But the Simmons, we just eat them plain, man. Oh, we love that Simmons. I don't even want to alter that Simmons flavor.
And you don't want to eat anything else after. You want to savor the flavor. This is real good.
This is almost like more of a sherbet than an ice cream.
Yeah, I feel like I'm eating frozen mango.
It's like frozen mango. I mean, you can see it. You can see there's like mango. You can see the meat.
Yeah, look. Can you see? I gotta show them because this is so yummy. Look at how good this is.
Mr. F, is there any reason I'm on 1/3 screen like a video turned sideways? Yeah, I pushed a button that said film horizontally, but when the stream started, it didn't work. I'm 53 years old, man. I'm not a kid. I need my son here to set this stuff up for me, You'd never know I have a degree in computer science. Jupiter Moho, would a Pickering seedling be okay for rootstock to graft onto? Any to avoid? I don't know about any to avoid. I know the preferred rootstock is turpentine, but I think if you're growing for your own backyard, go with what you got.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're in a nursery, you're selling trees for a living, or you own, hundreds of acres of mango and you want to be replacing trees as they die and stuff like that, go with the turpentine, which is tried and true here in the state of Florida. But I graft onto everything. I don't sell the trees commercially. I usually, people. I mean, sometimes if the YouTube fan comes by, they want to buy a tree, or sometimes I give them away. Which, speaking of which, we should do another giveaway.
Yes. What do you want to give away now?
Well, I'm drawing a blank on questions, but we can give away a Sleepy Lizard hat.
Yes. Look.
I think we only have, I don't remember what colors we have left. I think we only have gray and red.
Red.
Yeah. I have one. This is Sleepy Lizard lore, Sleepy Lizard trivia.
Yeah.
First one to tell me Noe's. Well, no, because that's changed. I was going to say to tell you your favorite mango variety.
Well, but okay, the first one that I like they can guess that one.
What is the name of the mango variety that Noe grew up eating in Venezuela?
Yes.
And when she bites into it here in Florida, it reminds her of being a little girl. Go.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Dude.
We'll work our way down.
This ice cream is amazing. I wish you guys can be eating this. Look, it has like the fiber. Look at this, babe.
Hey, look at this.
What?
Guy by the name of there's you can see the fiber. Guy by the name of Thomas Siddons. Hey, Dad. How you doing? You got an avocado plant growing from the seed here in Northeast PA, about 40 inches in the pot. And I believe it's a seed from one of our avocados.
Yeah.
How you guys doing up there? Great or good. The Lula looks so ugly that it usually doesn't get stolen. Yeah, the Lula would be a good tree to grow in your front yard. It does. It looks nasty. It looks more like a inedible seed pod or something when it gets all scarred up. And again, it's a shame because I think the market would really love the Lulas. Cook me another piece of that little Bramkai mint.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, we destroyed this one.
Chris Farr is here. How you doing, Chris? Did we? Yeah, we talked. We talked yesterday. That's right. We exchanged some messages. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Got a lot of participation here tonight.
That's
okay,
awesome.
Socks in the Garden. Oh, no. This person, Socks in the Garden, she made a comment today.
Okay.
And it was very complimentary toward you.
Oh.
Yeah. And Socks, I even went over to your channel and I see where you've got some gardening videos. You were, I think the one I watched, you were pruning a citrus tree that you were planting. I believe it was a citrus tree. But I'll show you later. Yeah, it was really nice. You had some really nice things to say to us today. Thank you. Video for geeks. It's time for Yum Yum Mangoes. It's pretty much all we've been eating. You're right. Take a bite of one right now.
Oh, yeah. This is amazing.
Oh, it's cool. Pinch, you got your honey mangoes and altofo. Fantastic. Fantastic. Jimmy Shades, you sent your info. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. We'll be getting that stuff out Monday or Tuesday. John F., they normally graft the polyembryonic mango seedlings. Yes, and I could explain a little bit about that. Turpentine is a polyembryonic mango, which means its seed produces more than one seedling, more than one tree, all but one of which are clones. So if you determine that the turpentine gives you a seedling that is good for grafting, the good news is, since it's polyembryonic, you'll get clones. So when you plant the seed, you'll get more that are identical to the rootstock you find desirable. And that's why every grove you'll find 2 or 3 turpentine trees.
I have a question. How would they know, like, the difference when it grows?
Trial and error.
Okay.
Trial and error. Yeah, people just farming is thousands of years, hundreds of generations of trial and error. And the funny thing is, it continues to this day. Like, I go riding with some of the old timers around here because I sort of took on some guys as mentors in the business. And it's amazing. Even like guys in their late 60s, early 70s, they're still trying new things. Like, hey, we tried this technique in a grove. It will know in about 6 years whether it worked or not. It's a very interesting industry, but trial and error. And so, yeah, turpentine does good. I'm told it doesn't do as good in California, but I don't really get into that. I kind of lose interest at that point because I don't live there. Mr. F, sorry, Julian. I'm not sure what that means. Julian says Ronnie can be harvested as late as April, maybe a couple stragglers in early May. Yeah. So again, so late that it's early, right? Growing Together Nursery. Have I tried the Wango? Okay. No, I only just learned about the Wango.
What is a Wango?
It's like a combination of a mango and some other fruit.
What?
Yeah, and apparently there's some growing in a guy's backyard right here in Homestead.
What does it taste like? You know?
I don't know.
Wango.
That'll have to be on our list. But apparently it's like a white flesh. Obviously, it's got to be similar to mango since they crossed the two.
Wango.
Well, let's do this. Who asked me about that?
I want to
Growing Together Nursery. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about the Wango? Because I only just heard about it recently.
I don't know about it.
Jimmy Shades, we really helped you with starting your avocado tree. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I think we've helped a lot of people with starting their avocado trees. One of my goals with this YouTube channel is to use like regular words and encourage mistakes, encourage failure. I go beyond saying don't worry about making mistakes. I say make mistakes. Go out there and screw up and learn from it, you know? I made a mistake. I think I discovered a mistake I made. We have a shade house out back. I've done a lot of videos from it, and it's very shady. I trimmed a tree that blocks out the sunlight this time of year.
Okay.
It's sunny as hell in our shade house right
now.
So I got to go put like a second layer of netting, like a thicker netting, You make mistake, but okay, so what? Okay, big deal. You make a mistake, you adjust. Have I tasted a coggshall? No, I have not. Is it coggshall or cogs hall? Let me know. And no one answered our trivia question about Noe yet.
You gotta make it easier or something?
Yeah. Bob, wait, the mango skin doesn't have a chance with you. Yeah, dude, when I find what I like, I scrape it down. I love that section of the mango. There's 3 different flavors, really. You got right next to the seed, the middle of the flesh, and then along the skin. And you could get 3 different flavors out of one slice of mango. But when I find one I like, I just scrape that skin clean. This bronchi man is good. John F's battery is getting low. I don't know if that means he's getting bored with us or he's making a reference to last night. Melville, you love mangoes and custard apple in Canada. We love maple syrup here in South Florida.
Yep.
I wish we could trade. Customs won't allow that, though. Yes, Frosty, you'd like to grow apples and peaches. Dude, grow apples, grow peaches, grow pears. You could grow pears up there, and we'll trade you. We'll trade you avocados and mangoes for apples and pears and peaches.
Please.
Trista Delaney, you planted your first avocado last year. It's a pumpkin. You're in North Florida. It's not doing well. What size did you put in the ground? How many gallon was it when you got it? My dad, you got an avocado plant. Oh, okay, we're back. I went backwards. Growing Together. You got the Simmons because you said it was your favorite in an old video. Now it's Lula. Now I have to get that one too. Growing Together Nursery. I'm going to tell you something about tropical fruit, people. You never get the same answer twice as to what our favorite food is.
No.
What our favorite fruits are. This time of year, I'll usually tell you the Simmons is my favorite avocado. And later in the year, I'll tell you it's the Brogdon.
Why is that?
Because I'm eating them at the time.
Yeah.
And but I think if I really had to do some soul searching, if I could only have one tree in my backyard and only ever eat one variety of avocado again, I think it would be the Lula. It would be the Lula.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, but the Simmons is it's a top avocado. It's a delicious avocado.
It's really.
Jupiter Moho, excellent question. Thoughts on Brogdon? I love Brogdon. I put in about a dozen Brogdon trees. I think you need to stop eating the ice cream, darling. It's making you cough.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe have a mango. The Brogdon, I put in about a dozen Brogdons over the past 8 or 9 months. I love the Brogdon. It's a small black avocado. It comes in August, so it's a mid-season. Which right now I'm pretty good on early season. I'm pretty good on late. I don't have as many mids like Russell, Brogdon, that sort of thing. The Brogdon has a very thin skin. You can eat a Brogdon like you eat an apple. You can chew right through the skin and indulge in a Brogdon that way, like just literally eating it. And you could even eat the skin and swallow it. I usually just kind of chew through it and spit it out. And to me, it tastes like a pistachio nut. You got to try one. They're delicious. They're delicious. I'm not going to get any Brogdons this year because my trees are too small still. Yeah, Pinch, we grow a lot here in Florida. Beverly is a great mango. John F., I haven't tried the Beverly. Or did we eat a Beverly? No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Rian, you're back. How you doing? You missed yesterday's stream, but you were on the stream last week. Your time zone is 12 hours or something. It's 6 a.m. Are you still up from last night, or did you get up early today? Brogdons are Pinch's favorite. Yeah, Brogdons are up there too. I mean, I just said it, right? Lula, Simmons, Brogdon. Love them. Frosty, great news. You're getting raspberries. Yeah, man, they grow where you are, and they're delicious up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw your last video where there's cows mooing in the background. That reminds me of growing up in Pennsylvania. It's summertime. You hear cows mooing in the background.
I love it.
And you find blackberries, blueberries, raspberries. Fantastic. Broke Farmer, how you doing? Pinch, you whip mangoes or avocados with Greek yogurt in popsicle molds. My brother makes a similar thing. He calls it lassi. I think it's an Indian dish. Yeah, mango lassi. He uses yogurt and some other ingredients. Yeah, Greater, your wife ate mango avocado ice cream and loved it. We've had several different kinds. We've even made our own, and it's surprisingly good. Speaking of mango, let's try
that one.
We ate? Did we eat? No, we didn't. No, the Bachelor. Yeah, let's try this Bachelor.
Okay.
Let's cut this guy open and see how it is. I'm still licking my chops to try this ZDW10.
Ooh, look at this.
Wow, that's really white.
Oh my God.
You know what? Do this. Cut open that Tommy. Just give that so we can contrast the color.
Okay. Ooh, wow.
Yeah. Bill, welcome to the stream. Max Ruber, great show, improving. Yeah, we're trying to get better at doing this stream. Okay, so that's not even all that orange. You know what? Get the seed from the Bronchi Min. Yeah, that Tommy didn't come out as orange as normal. Plus in this light. So here is the Bronchi Min. Here is a Tommy, and you hold that up. And so you could see the difference in color. I don't know if it comes through on the camera. I'm going to look here on my little monitor here, but yeah, you can see how orange this Bronchi Min is.
See it, yeah.
Here's the Tommy, and then that Bachelor is a lot whiter. Let's taste it. Mm-hmm. Here, I'll save this. I love a Tommy. I'll go into my Tommy rant in a minute. You're looking, Mitch. You're looking forward to avocado next week. So, do you have a variety that you pick next week?
Bachelor.
Where's mine, bro?
Sorry, Bachelor.
All right, let me try this Bachelor.
Really?
It's one of those like resiny kinds.
It's different.
Yeah. You know what?
Wow.
I'm not digging the aftertaste. It has an aftertaste. Did you get the aftertaste?
Yeah. It just hit me.
I don't like the aftertaste.
What is this?
I don't know. This is very strong.
It's weird because it tastes good, but then it kicks you.
Yeah.
It's like a kick in your tongue.
Yeah, there's like an aftertaste in the top.
What is it?
How do you Bachelor? I don't know.
No. What do you compare like that flavor? At the beginning, it's like sweet like honey, and then it has like a weird taste.
At the beginning, it had a little chalkiness, a little resiny, a little citric. I'd rather not. I'd rather not. Nope. It fooled me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm going back to this.
Yeah. Here, let me see the knife.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a bite out of this Tommy Atkins to get the taste of that guy out of my mouth. And before y'all start on the chat with the Tommy Atkins hate,
Oh, thank you.
Julian at Lara Farms taught me a great way to harvest Tommies. You pick them a little earlier than you'd normally pick other mangoes.
Really?
Yeah, and you cut into them a little earlier. You don't let them get as soft. So this is a Tommy. So I won't let this get as soft as I let other mangoes. When I cut into a Tommy, I actually want to feel the resistance as I'm putting the knife through the fruit. And I think they taste great. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm. I mean, look,
what do people say about Tommy?
Oh, it's like a run-of-the-mill mango. It's the commercial version mango. I'd never eat a Tommy. Why waste your time? And they're right. It is like the commercial mango. It is a run-of-the-mill mango.
It's good.
But I think they're good. I like them. Bowl of seeds. I'm not sure what you're saying there. He's a weed guy. He wants to trade us ganja seeds for some bomb avocado. Well, it's my understanding that much like avocados don't grow true to seed, weed doesn't grow true to seed either. At least when I was a kid in the 80s, we really tried to avoid homegrown strains. So I think you guys have to graft your weed just like we have to graft our mangoes. So you're going to have to up your offer there, Bubba. Go around it. So, John, it sounds like you're going to graft a day onto your avocado. From what everyone says, it's a good choice. I haven't gotten around to trying that one yet. Bill Reynolds, make a video making avocado ice cream.
Yeah.
I did back in like 2017, 2016. I have, when I first started like making videos about tropical fruit, I did.
Amazing.
A lot of meat on that little mango. I think I did 2 recipes, one using canned coconut oil and the other using just Cool Whip. Kind of a quick recipe with Cool Whip.
It was real good.
Yeah. I can never keep up with these questions. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Did anybody answer the question about?
No one got the question about your.
Okay, make it easier.
Shirt.
Make it easier. Find another question.
Yeah, I got to think of another question.
Something that everybody will know. You know?
Okay. I just talked about the Tommy avocado. And the Tommy avocado is I think it's the highest produced, the Tommy mango. I think the Tommy mango is the most produced mango, the most widely grown mango in the world. It's the most common commercial variety. At least here in Florida, what was the big commercial variety mango prior to the Tommy? A lot of you grow them in your yard, and that will be for a SleepyLizard hat. What prior to the Tommy? What was the big commercial variety? It was a cross between a Moldova and a turpentine, and it hit the market in 1904. Oh, wait a minute. Greater Good won the hat. So Greater Good, you just won a hat. Well, let me make sure someone didn't get it before you. Okay, Greater Good, you won the hat. So send me a message. Tell me what color you want, gray or red. Send me your mailing address. And then, wait a minute. And then Socks in the Garden got it just after Noe, or just after Greater Good. Socks, you win too. You're such a sweetheart. You win too. So put down hat. It's going to be Greater Good, and also Socks. So Socks, go into the About section, find my contact info, and PM me your address, and if you want gray or red. And let's move. Greater Good turpentine. Dude, you know me. You've been around long enough. You don't be guessing twice in these contests. I go with your first guess. You happen to get it right. But yeah, turpentine's also very high on Noe's list.
Yeah.
My dad, you had a Donnie tonight with salt, pepper, olive oil, and balsamic glaze. Yeah, you put balsamic on everything, Dad. And you know what? You're probably due for another box of avocado. So on Monday when we're picking and shipping, I'll send you another box. I send my dad some of my uglies. Sometimes I send him nice ones too, but we eat the uglies ourselves. And you probably eat a half an avocado a day from the time I start picking till we're picked clean. Greater Good. Yeah, Alex speaks highly about the day. Is what?
Okay, so garden. Okay, no, never mind.
Yeah, but Greater Good got it first. He's a very active person on this YouTube channel, so it doesn't surprise me that he would know that. And remember, the question that's on the table now is, prior to the Tommy Atkins, what was the premier commercial workhorse variety mango in the state of Florida? Growing Together. Hayden. Gosh, I wish I knew what time that came in, because that's the answer to the second question. Okay, I'm going to trust, who said that? Growing Together. I need you to be honest. If you were guessing Hayden as Noe's favorite variety, you're wrong. If you were answering Hayden to the trivia question, well, now I just gave away the answer. God damn, I'm bad at this game stuff. All right. You know what? You win. Growing Together. So send me a PM, gray or red, and with a mailing address. Hello, Ryan. How you doing? Nightwolf. What do I do for the squirrel problem? I shoot them. I have one of them high-powered pellet guns, a critter gun. It's meant to, shoot small game. And we shoot them, and we skin them and deep fry them and eat them.
Growing Together is a hat too?
There's a hat. Yeah. So that's what we do with the squirrels. We give them lead poisoning. Look at these people all know each other. No, they're talking to each other. Okay, Ryan, you just got a cotton candy, a lemon zest, and a pickering. Oh, let me tell you, man. You're going to grow the pickering in a container. Any recommendation for potting mix? For potting mix, I just go with like whatever the cheapest soil is. Add a little 839 fertilizer when you're growing the tree. When you want to get fruit, do a low nitrogen fertilizer and maybe a little bit of sand, and make sure you got drainage in that pot. But I don't think you need anything special. Or you can get the Miracle Grow potting mix that has fertilizer in it. But the main thing is, when you switch from trying to grow wood to trying to grow fruit, eliminate nitrogen from your fertilizing regimen with the mangoes. Let's see. Yeah, Steve and Jenny, I use a pellet gun. So actually, a lot of people want to come over and help hit the squirrels. It's a lot of fun. Oh, I just probably pissed off a bunch of people.
You did.
Well, too bad. Bro, toughen up. Let's see. Socks in the garden, you're driving. Jupiter Moho, your black thumb continues to dominate. You tried starting 3 dragon fruit in an inch of water for 30 days, but none of them started. Need to start over. I'm glad that you said need to start over. And about that black thumb, people say I don't have a green thumb. They say I have a brown thumb. I guess you're saying you have a black thumb, which means you even you feel like you're even worse than a brown thumb in terms of getting stuff to grow. Think of this. The plant has no idea whether you've grown millions of them before or none of them. The plant doesn't know that. So if you just do the same thing that people who are successful do, you're going to get your plants to grow.
That's a great advice.
Right? Mm-hmm. And you can do that. If someone else can do it, you can too, Speaking of trying things out, rooting hormone can be used to help in grafting. Depends, John F. You don't want to use it in every fruit and every type of grafting. Rian, 5 acres be enough to commercially produce mangoes? Not really. It depends on if you have a market. If you're on a main street that gets a lot of travel and you got 5 acres and you can sell them at a retail price, you can probably make a go of it. And I don't know what country you're in. If you're over in India, I think you might have said that in the last stream. I don't know what the economy is like over there. But here in South Florida, 5 acres of mangoes would be tough, because if you have early varieties, you get a good price earlier in the season. But as soon as the varieties hit the market, the price plunges. Last year, the price plunged so deep, it wasn't even worth paying people to pick them to sell them wholesale. Now, I have a retail outlet via guacfarm.com, www.guacfarm.com, which is where we sell all our fruit. So I have a retail outlet because we're down like a long dirt path. I don't have like a drive-up retail outlet. If you could sell them retail, you can make a go of it. But if you're just going to sell to a packing house mangoes, it's going to be tough. Growing Together. Look up Dr. Richard Campbell. He's a mango guru. Fairchild Gardens has a couple of his mango trees. Frosty might get an apple. I hope you do. Oh, look, my mom is here. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Janice. Wow.
Let me guess. You guys are on the couch watching me You received your mame yesterday from us. Your avocados arrived today, and you have a box arriving Saturday, and you shared the mame. I'm glad to hear that, Rhonda, and I hope you enjoy them. They are the Key West variety. I'm pretty sure I remember packing your box, which is a very, I like it. That's my favorite variety of mame. I find it to be a very sweet variety. Yuki, you got your avocados in the mail today. Fantastic, and you can't wait to try them in a few days. Yeah, this batch behind me is from that picking. And like this one here is still hard, but there's others like, where did it go? There's others, oh, here we go.
Looking for this?
No, there's others that are already starting to soften up.
This one is soft.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No, but that's from that picking too. So yeah, within the next couple days, it'll be time to eat those. From that was from Monday's picking. Most avocados have about 7 to 10 days off the tree before you could eat them. The Donnies go a little quicker, maybe 5 to 7 days. Have I tried the Lancetilla mango? I haven't seen many videos on YouTube about it. I have, however, it was picked too early, and so I need to try another one. That was that big one we tried.
Oh.
Yeah, that was that big one we tried, and that one, I hear great things about it. But the one we tried was picked a little early.
Early.
Yeah, when you pick them early, any mango you pick early, they tend to be a little on the sour side. And even the person who gave it to me said they were worried because like squirrels were eating them and stuff, so they picked them early.
They picked them early.
Yeah. Okay, John's going to give away some of his dragon fruit. That's very generous of you, John. Nightwolf, do I have Choconon mango? I do not. In fact, I don't think I've ever heard of that one. I feel like I might have heard of it. I don't know. Broke Farmer, you have a poncho avocado growing in 8B. Fantastic. Tell us what are the things you do to protect it on cold evenings? Your mango that you're growing up in Georgia. Okay, let's see here. No, entertain them. Here. You know what? It's time. Let's eat this Z.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that thing is great. We can't let it.
Yeah,
we can't let it go till tomorrow. It'll be too late.
Look, it's like an apple.
It really does look like an apple. Show them. Yeah,
look.
It does. It looks like an apple on the top. And it is a lot of times like the Raposa we grow, the stem is like centered. A lot of times the stem is kind of slightly off center and the fruit kind of doesn't hang like straight down the middle. This one looks like the Raposa where this thing would hang like from a dead center indented stem like our Raposas, which is nice. Raposa is a variety from Hawaii, named after the scientist or the professor at the University of Hawaii who cultivated it.
Okay.
Mr. Raposa. Professor Raposa. He probably goes by Dr. Raposa, but he probably hasn't ever set a bone in his life. Or delivered a baby.
ZOW10. Okay, this is what we're trying now. See? Mmm.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this was good.
It's better than yesterday. Wow, so juicy.
Yeah.
Look.
Jupiter wants to know about Oro Negro. I have one Oro Negro tree because I've heard great things about them, but I've never tried one. I'm dying to try them. Yeah. I've sold, when I used to sell trees back before our house fire, that was a very popular variety in Texas, and I've sold a lot of them down there in Texas, but I have never ate the fruit from it. How do you like that? No, you describe the taste.
Oh my God, it's so sweet, very juicy, and melt in your mouth.
Rian.
It's like a classic.
Yeah, that's good. That's nice. That's a good mango. That's a good mango. That is a delicious mango. Rihanna opened up a mango today and found a seed sprouting. Yeah, I find seed sprouting inside my fruit all the time. Inside my mangoes, inside my avocados. I find them inside bell peppers. I find fruit sprouting and seed sprouting in the fruit all the time. Rihanna's going back to sleep now. Hey, I'm glad you got up, man. Good to see you. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are guessing the Hayden, but we already gave that one to growing together. So we need to come up with another question if you could think of something, Nelly.
Okay, so you want to give away my class?
Jenny, Steve and Jenny, it was a split second. Hey, listen, you know, the texts don't lie. But we have more contests to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care what the prize is, Nelly. I just need to come up with a question.
Okay, so For the person, they can guess.
I got one.
Okay. What's the name of the avocado that's shaped like a bowling pin?
Wow.
Tell us.
Ryan's dad puts flesh-covered mango seeds in his vodka to get mango-infused vodka. Wow, that's great. Jupiter, have we tried freeze-drying mango or avocado? We've not done that yet. We freeze them. I don't really like frozen avocado, but I love frozen mango, especially in a shake. Rian, you can't even buy anything above a 1.77 caliber pellet gun. Yeah, but that's enough to kill a squirrel. You just need like the flathead pellet, and get him in the neck or the belly or the eye or the head. You could kill him. And plus, sometimes just hurting them is enough to make him go to someone else's farm. Eddie wants to know, are Glen mangoes good? I mean, it depends who you ask. If you ask me in Noelia, we're going to tell you yes. They're delicious. The Glen mango is in the classic flavored mango, and we love them. And we have 2 Glen trees on. I think we only have 2 Glen trees total across all our hundreds of mango trees that we pretty much grow for ourselves to eat. Yeah,
so good. But it's a classic flavor.
Joshua Hollenbach says Kung Pao chicken. Okay. Jupiter, what's my go-to avocado for the sole purpose of guacamole? I got 3. Number 1 is the Haas. I don't grow them. We're in South Florida. It's a California and Mexico, primarily California, Mexico, Peru. But for guacamole, it really is. It's almost guacamole in its skin. It's just so creamy. It makes great guacamole. Of the ones we grow here in Florida, the Monroe. Of all the ones I grow, I think the Monroe, the flavor and the creaminess most resembles the Haas. And we also like the one I mentioned earlier, the Lula. Yeah. But the Lula, when I make the guacamole, and I've brought it to parties, my ingredients are salt. Lula avocados and salt, nothing more. And people are like, what did you put in this guacamole? What's your recipe? And I'm like, it's really more like an avocado paste. It's not. It's technically, you wouldn't even want to call it guacamole, although I do, and people disagree with me.
Yeah.
Ground up, mashed Lula with salt. Okay, Ryan, we'll see you, Bubba. Have we ever made wine with our fruit Night Wolf? We have not. Are Valencia Pride a tough variety to grow? Eddie wants to know. No, Eddie, the opposite. Valencia Pride are hard to not grow. They're very vigorous. They grow fast. They're a high producer. They're a consistent producer, and they're very good in flavor. And you get nice, big mangoes, and you get a lot of meat off of them. And so, to me, that's one of the ones I'd recommend. The mango aficionados are going to tell you all these fancy Zill varieties, but like if you have a backyard and you just want an excellent tree that's going to give you fruit every year, not give you a lot of problems, give you more fruit than you can eat so you can give it to your friends and family, and that tastes really good, it's Valencia Pride. I mean, it's all around. Like if you just go for all around, I think it's the superior mango. I love it.
Yeah, I agree.
Very good. Okay, in addition to the Lula, Day and Ronnie, I've not tried that yet. How much is, Mohammed wants to know, how much is the cost of all the fruits on this table? I mean,
that's a good question.
It depends who you're buying it from, first of all.
Yeah, but remember, we have like rare varieties here.
We do.
So that will be more expensive because they're like rare mangoes. No? Yeah.
Well, if you were buying them from me, we sell a 50-pound box for $10.
Yeah.
That includes shipping. If you're watching this live stream in the year 2027, that price will probably be different. We're going through inflation right now. But right now it's $50 for a 10-pound box. And we stuff as many mangoes as we can into the box. A lot of times our scale pins at like 12 and a half pounds. And we pin the scale, right? So call it $5 a pound. And mine includes shipping. All right? All right? I think the people that sell the fancier varieties up north are going $7 a pound in person.
Yeah.
If you want to ship in, it would be more. But so let's use $5 a pound as a baseline. And this Tommy, I would say this is probably about 1.25 pounds. So let's weigh this guy. Let's see here. Let me zero out this scale. I'm going the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to call him about 1.25 pounds. Let's see. Look at that, Nutty.
What?
Here, you know what? Clean out this little tray.
There you go.
All right, now I got to reset the scale. All right.
I need a little more.
So the scale's zeroed out.
Perfect.
So what's that say? About 1.25 pounds probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.25 pounds. So I would say, look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's about 20 of this size, so that's 24 pounds, 25 pounds. You got these guys that are like 2 pounds plus. There's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. That's 10. That's 35 pounds. Then you got a bunch of these little guys. So there's probably 40 pounds of mango here at $5 a pound. That would be $200. Probably another 25 pounds behind it, $5 a pound. That's 120. What is that? Wait, 200. So 325 pounds for the $325 retail for the mangoes. For the avocados, I don't know what is there like. I charge what, $4 a pound for avocado. There's probably about 20 pounds here, so $80 worth of avocado. So there's about $505 at retail price worth of fruit right here on the table. Noe asked did you ask the question?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, Noe asked a question to win, what, a free training class with you?
Yeah.
And, and the question was, the first person to name the variety of avocado that resembles a bowling pin wins a free personal training session with Noe. So go.
You need something to drink?
No, I got my drink right here. Okay, Frosty. It doesn't make sense for you to get apples, as when you move out, it'll have outgrown the ceiling. Yeah, you're right about that. Small plants would be better. Greater Good Simmons, you're close, but no. The Simmons is a little more squat. There's a Simmons right there. The Simmons is more squat. That's not the one that resembles a bowling pin. Okay, well, people guess at that. No, can you give me another taste of that?
Which one?
That NDM 10, NDW 10.
Oh my God, this is so good.
Yeah. Yeah, just cut the other cheek off of that. Oh, it's so good.
Get the whole thing.
Well, cut it up for me so I can eat it. Cut it into little slices.
Okay.
That's good. All right, so for people that weren't on the stream last night, I brought up that in the winter, late fall, early winter, we're thinking of having a little avocado grafting party here. And I'd be curious to know what your what your thoughts are on this. But bring your cuttings, and other people bring their cuttings, and you can swap cuttings. Bring your seedling, bring your grafting tools. We'll have seedlings here. We'll have grafting tools here. We'll have cuttings here probably for sale. And people can graft their own avocado trees. And we'll also have some roving grafting experts who could help out. I think it would be a fun day.
It will be awesome.
Get the grill going, burgers, dogs, get some food going.
Sick, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Okay. Dad, I appreciate you playing in the contest. And I appreciate you guessing Donnie. But where do you bowl that the pins look like this?
Oh my god.
Yes, Jupiter. It is a long neck variety avocado, but it has a name. Well, there's a few of them. I'll take any of them. There's like 3 or 4 names. There's 3 names there's 4 that I could think of that are of the long neck variety. Come up with the cultivar name. First person to come up with the cultivar name wins a personal training class.
Yep.
She'll get you all skinny.
Mm-hmm. If you want to lose a little bit of your belly fat, if you want to get toned, if you want to learn how
Night
to
Wolf,
eat
it's not a
healthy.
choquette. Grader, dude, you really, dude, you just won the contest. I mean, come on, man. You already won once. What are you doing? Jupiter Moho. Grader, I'm gonna send you a box of avocados. I'm gonna send Grader a box of avocados. You're an insider, man. You can't be guessing on the other people. You already won a prize. But Jupiter, or do you want to give it to 2 people?
Yeah, 2 people.
Grader good. You won a class, but we're giving it to Jupiter Moho also, even though you beat Jupiter to the punch. But I should have specified someone who already won the contest tonight can't compete in the contest the second time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Plus, Grader, that's not fair. That's like LeBron James dunking on kindergartners. You're an insider, man. You're inner circle. Eddie, what's a good variety of avocado for 9B? Oh, Socks, thank you. You see, what did I tell you about Socks? She's a sweetheart. Yeah. She knew the answer, and she already won a prize. You know what I mean?
You're so sweet.
Yeah. But Grader, he's such a bully. Mom made a guess, Dad. The Russell. Are you kidding for real? Mom got it right. She don't want a training class with Nutty. That's great. So the question was, what would be a good variety for 9B? So 9B, you're going to get frost at night. So you need a frost tolerant or cold tolerant variety. We talked about the Oro Negro earlier. The Oro Negro is known to be the most cold tolerant. It'll actually survive brief periods down below 20 Fahrenheit. But other cold tolerant varieties are Monroe, Choquette, Lula. I believe the Hass also, although if you're in Florida, you really don't want to grow Hass because it's not a very leafy tree and the sun will sunburn the fruit. But they would be some good varieties for you. But even though they're cold tolerant or cold hardy, you still need to take measures on nights when there's going to be a frost. Maybe run your sprinkler all night. If you're on a well, if you're on city water, you might not want to do that. You'll end up paying more for your water bill than the value of the avocados you're growing. Maybe wire up some old-fashioned Christmas lights around the trees. It'll raise the temperature a little bit. Encourage whatever growth is below the tree, whatever branches, leaves. If you have scraps, throw them under your tree and they start to rot. And that rotting process, that process of decomposition actually creates heat. And that heat rises and gets caught in the canopy of the tree. And that's how trees protect themselves. They'll stay, if it's 32 Fahrenheit, the air temperature, that rotting process, that heat generation might keep the tree at 33 or 34, which is enough to keep it from freezing. Mm-hmm. Okay, Jupiter. So did you write down Jupiter?
Yeah, Jupiter.
And you wrote down Grader also?
Oh.
Our double winner.
Okay, Grader and good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Grader good. He
for
won.
The PT class too?
Oh, wait, he didn't win something earlier.
Yeah, great and good.
Oh, Greater good, not great and good.
Okay.
Greater good, yeah. So we got our 2-time winner, Grader.
Okay.
Sock's got a hat. And Greater good also gets a training class from you. Hi, Cairo Jag. Thank you. We love you too. And Frosty Gardner. To be fair, mangoes and bananas can grow out the ceiling too. Yeah, when you said that about the apple, I thought, well, that guy's growing mangoes up there or bananas up there in Vermont. They get pretty big too. But I know what you're saying. Well, so no, of all the varieties we've eaten this week since Fairchild, which one would you say have been your favorites? The Bram Cayman was good.
Why they have seed like this. You know.
Some seeds are very narrow. Some are skinny. The seeds in this turpentine are probably half the volume of the fruit itself. Some seeds are fat, you know. The seeds in these Tommies tend to be a little bit fat too.
What about
so
you?
the Brom came in. I'm trying to remember because there was one Le Chien, that one we tried today.
You like Le Chien?
I like that Le Chien. I like this NDW 10.
Yeah, this one.
That was good. I like the ivory, even though it reminded me of Nambak Mai. I still think it was mislabeled Nambak Mai.
I agree.
Yeah. And throughout it all, we were eating our Valencia Prides.
Oh my God.
And man, they're good. Yeah. This is our last one, I think. Well, we've got this ugly. We've got this little guy. Okay, we got this one that's split. There's an ugly out there on the counter, but we're dwindling. I mean, last year we had so many Valencia Prides we couldn't possibly eat them all.
You make popsicles.
Popsicles and
jelly.
And dozens of pounds of jelly. I mean, I had giant tubs that I was squeezing mango flesh into and boiling it down.
My kitchen was full of mangoes. The floor, it was just incredible. Last year was amazing.
Oh no!
What?
No, Greater Good says he's an old fat guy. Regift the training class. Old fat guys need the training.
Yeah.
And we did regift it. We also gave it to Jupiter, right? So we're good, man. We're good.
We're good.
Nightwolf wants to know if we both like the kit. I love the kit. The kit's one of my favorite. Where are my kits? There's a kit. Where is it? I just have. Well, I have the one that I cut the little core sample out of right here. I love a kit. What I like about the kit is, first of all, I think they're a beautiful mango. I think they're very nice to look at. When they're ripe, the flesh is dark orange, like that Brom Kai Min or like that ice cream. A very, very dark orange. And I love the flavor. And, you know, by the time the kits come around, it's like August. You'd think we'd be sick of eating mangoes. And it just re-energizes me, recharges me, gets me back into the mango. It also makes a hell of a mango jam because that orange flesh just gives it such a nice look, you know. And when we put them up on the shelves, you know, we've got the ones from the Valencia Pride that aren't as orange, and then we've got the kit. And I could tell just by looking at the jars which is which, and they're so good. Some of them we add a little chili too. We make a little pepper jam out of them. Yeah, but I love a kit, and I would say if you've got space, it's good to have a kit because it'll extend your mango season. It's also a very good producer. Okay, Billy wants to know. Billy Reynolds wait, hold on, I jumped. Georgia Gardner, I can't take this. 2 days of seeing us eat mangoes. I'll tell you what, man.
Sorry.
I had them for breakfast. I had a snack. We had a visitor come by for a tour. I kept cutting them. I swear to God, I was waiting for them to yell at me like, dude, you know, you're giving me too much mango. But they were so good, we just couldn't stop eating them.
Yeah, they were so good.
It's all we do this time of year, you know. In fact, we went over and we visited our Philippine friends that have the fruit stand. We didn't bring mangoes to taste today, though.
No,
but normally we go over to them and we taste mangoes. Billy Reynolds wants to know how to store his mangoes. So, Billy, are you talking about for a week, where I think you just leave them on the counter and let them ripen, you know, under room temperature? You want to extend that for a couple of weeks. Like if you bought them from me and you got 12 pounds or 11 pounds and you want to have one now and maybe one in a couple of days, you could keep them in the fridge. What I recommend is let them soften up on the counter first and then put them in the fridge, which is the opposite of what I recommend for avocados. For avocados, if you want to extend it, and my dad can chime in on this, you put them right in the fridge when they're hard. And then you take it out a couple days before you want to eat one and let it finish softening on the counter. The opposite for mango. Let them soften up a little bit, then refrigerate them. You could also freeze them, and you could freeze them right in the skin. If you got the space, just throw them right in the freezer. If not, if you don't want to, you can just cut them up and put them in, Ziploc bags. And what I like to do is kind of lay the bag flat and press it down, so I could put almost like books, like layering them on top of each other. But mango freezes really good. I have other fruit that freezes better, like mamey. is amazing. I think it's better frozen than room temperature. Yeah,
yes.
But you can freeze them right in the skin if you want. Is there an Ugly Betty on the table? There is not. And I've tasted one Ugly Betty. I had a YouTube family. They were not like their son loves mangoes so much, they took him on a mango vacation. And he stopped at Tropical Acres. He stopped at Truly Tropical. He stopped at Lara Farms, all the ones you hear on the YouTube channels. And then he stopped here. And they brought us fruit to eat. They brought us coconut cream. They brought us Ugly Betty. They had them in a nice cooler. Oh my God, it was so delicious. Oh. And they were so happy to share those fruits with us.
Yeah, what a nice kid.
Yeah. I do have ugly mangoes. Ooh.
Is that
we
ready?
Just found us a Van Dyke.
Ooh.
And it's ready. Cut that sucker up. Now is Pickering a hardy variety? Eddie, I don't really consider any mango hardy per se. I find them, I mean, vigorous, and I think the Pickering is kind of in the middle. I don't think it's dwarfish, but I don't think it's known for being vigorous either. Whereas, I have a Julie that I planted. It's going on a year now, and it's hardly moved. Is this good? Yeah, I've had these. I grow these in our other grove, and look at the nice orange flesh. Yeah, these are Van Dyke. In fact, some of you guys have got Van Dykes from me this season. The Van Dyke is really, really good. But anyway, I don't think there is a like hardy, as in like cold hardy mango per se, if that's what you're asking. But I know Pickerings grow good. They are a little susceptible to anthracnose compared to other varieties. My dad, growing up, you called green peppers mangoes and you never found out why. Dad, I've been to Wegmans up by your house in recent years, and they still are labeled as mangoes. I say it all the time to people where I grew up. We called bell peppers mangoes.
You got to try this.
Okay.
I know.
It was funny. Earlier, I talked about a tree that went to seed that had a rootstock branch that's got like an orange flesh. It tastes a little bit like this Van Dyke. It's probably an offshoot of the Van Dyke. Yeah, I love these.
Oh my God, they're amazing.
We've been selling them to the fruit stand.
Yeah.
Frosty says, I'm not good with waiting. Yet his hobby is growing fruit trees. If any hobby is going to make you get good with waiting, it's going to be growing fruit trees.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on the little gem? Ray, I don't know about the gem. I know it exists, and I didn't even know there was a little gem. So I have no thoughts on that. Mango Maine, nice name. That table looks amazing. Enjoy. We've been enjoying it all week long.
Yeah.
All week long.
All week.
Nightwolf, are there any fragrant mangoes similar to the East Indian mango? Yeah. Yes, there are. I think the Pickering, I find that to be a fragrant mango. That Bronchi Min that we were eating, that white Perry we tried, very fragrant. Someone mentioned lemon zest earlier. I classify that one as a fragrant. Let's see. Blessings Fruit Garden just got your order today. Fantastic. I hope you'll be enjoying them soon as they soften up. Blessings Fruit Garden. Thanks again. Can't wait to try them. There was one that was not named. Could you tell me the variety, or is it unknown? Okay, so first of all, Blessings, tell me this. Are we talking avocado or mango? And if you're talking mango, what I might have done was put a Sharpie on each one and maybe also circled the varieties on the green paper. Or sometimes I if they're very distinctive, I only mark one and then I leave others that look like it blank. So when I have a Namdak Mai, that's a very distinctive looking mango. A lot of times if I'm packing like 100 boxes, I'll just label one of them and I put like 3 in the box. So if it looks like one of the other ones that's in the box, then, that's what it is. But, or I might have just neglected to mark it. Tell me what it looks like. Red X, watching your videos inspired you to grow a mango seedling. It's been 2 months and it's looking good, and you're going to graft Valencia Pride. I give you a star. I mean, that's the best possible thing you can do. I mean,
you make us happy.
Yeah, I couldn't think of a better way to grow a tree for your backyard. You're going to love it.
Mm-hmm.
Greater Good ripens kits in the laundry room, and it takes 5 days. Do you like the kit, Greater? I love them. You said you picked a few today. Bill Reynolds, wow, you just had deja vu of this moment. Fantastic. Did I answer your question twice? Maybe I answered your question twice by accident, and it wasn't deja vu at all. Red X, you're having doubts about your hardiness zone. Well, I mean, what is your hardiness zone? But, grow that seedling anyhow, man. Give it a try. Frosty, patience is a virtue. You guys got to try out Frosty's YouTube channel. Click on his name.
He's awesome.
Yeah, and look up his YouTube channel and go subscribe to him. He's a good guy, and he makes you'll feel good watching his videos.
He's a sweetheart.
Yeah. Growing together. Have I tried the worts? I've not tried the worts. You're asking about the worts avocado. That's an avocado that's recently been made popular by Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
And they call it the little cado because it's a dwarf avocado.
Why do you do this?
Because it'll still grow to 30 by 30.
Oh.
Now, that's not a dwarf.
Yeah.
Now, it does have a tendency to grow outward close to the ground like dwarf trees do. And like our Maycock sapodilla, it kind of grows out and the fruit's kind of hidden, I think it does grow a little slower. I don't have any firsthand knowledge of that, but I've not had a chance to grow the worts or taste the worts. What I know about it, though, is that it is being sold as the little cado by Home Depot, and I think that's a tad misleading because I think people think they're going to get a small tree that they can grow in a pot in their balcony, which they can. But you can do that with any variety of avocado. Maybe not the choquette because it just grows such big freaking fruit, But my point is you have to prune your trees and you have to shape your trees. Whether it's a dwarf or whether it's a vigorous tree that grows tall, if you're keeping it in a pot in your balcony, the worts is going to eventually grow to 30 by 30 anyway. So you're going to have to do just as much work to keep a worts the right size as any other variety. And so my suggestion to people is if you're choosing the wort simply because it's a dwarf, because you don't have a lot of space, you're going to have to prune it anyway. Even if you have space, we prune our trees every year.
Every year.
And so if you're thinking you've got to get out of the business of pruning and shaping a tree, you don't. And so you might as well pick one that you really love the flavor that you've tried. Now, if you've tried a worts and you love it and you want to grow that one, yeah, by all means, go out and get it. And no, I have not had a chance to taste one yet. I've only ever seen one worts tree, actually, with fruit on it. Jupiter, are there any mango varieties that prefer partial shade as a... No, not that I know of. We keep our grafts in a shade house. Then we put them in partial shade. And for me, that's just in some, I put some ground cover down and I planted some bananas. So they're in the shade of the bananas for part of the day, and part of the day they get partial sun. And then after that, they get full sun. I mean, maybe there are some that prefer it. I don't know, but I don't think so, given they thrive, pretty much following the equator around the earth, But I don't know for sure. But mine are all in full sun. And 10B, I think, is a great zone, by the way, for growing mango. Socks, worts, aka the little cado. Okay, Socks, see? Socks, I'm liking you more and more as these 2 days go on. The little cado, you almost got one, but you got a lamb hoss instead. Okay, fantastic. Yeah. Growing together. They're claiming up to 10 foot. So tell me this, growing together, who's claiming that? Home Depot? Or is that if you look up the worts avocado that it only gets to 10 foot? Because my research said it gets to 30 by 30, which a typical avocado will go 40 by 40. So it's, 3/4 the size, but I'd hardly call that a dwarf, but maybe I'm wrong. Rosa Aguirre, you love the variety of mangoes that I grow. You have 4 small avocado trees that you have grown from seed. Fantastic. We planted 2 avocado trees from seed 8 years ago. So they're in their 9th season.
Mm-hmm.
One of them flowered and gave 1 fruit this year. And I check on it about every 3 weeks. Just one little fruit dangling up there. It's cute. It's like a purple greenish fruit. And then the other one hasn't even flowered yet. It could take a long time to get fruit from a seed grown tree, but it could be very rewarding if you get a good one off of it. Frosty's off. Dude, I pitch your YouTube channel, and now you're gonna say goodbye to us.
No, Frosty, don't go.
We love you, Frosty. Don't leave. But
Don't
I hope. But
leave.
if he probably has to go, he's a gamer too.
Oh,
He has 2 YouTube channels.
Okay.
So he's probably got to go to do his gaming channel. But like I say, go to Frosty's channel. Give Frosty some support.
Bye, Frosty.
Oh, he's not been feeling good lately. Okay, we'll get you some rest.
Oh.
Get you some rest. Michael S., where would I rank the Atulfo or honey? Okay, Michael, that's a great question. And this came up last night before my battery died on the phone. Can you check? Can you plug the thing in?
Yeah.
And make sure it actually,
I have my
works.
glasses to see.
I talked about the Atulfo last night. I am not one to judge an Atulfo, and I'll tell you why. I have only ever eaten store-bought Atulfos. And if you think of store-bought tomatoes, store-bought corn, any store-bought melons, anything, zucchini, stuff like that from a supermarket versus, I think we should be good. Does it show the battery there?
No.
Okay, don't worry about it. Versus what you grow in your garden. It always tastes better, right? Homegrown tomatoes taste way better than what's in the store. The only Atulfos I've ever had are imports, and they've been chilled and gassed. I think we're good, Noe. There's not much. I mean, if that light's on the little, is the light on the power strip?
Yeah.
Then we're good.
Okay.
They've been chilled, they've been gassed, and they've been rather bland. So I've not had the opportunity to eat a properly picked and ripened Atulfo. That said, people rave about the Atulfo. And so I'm sure it is good. We just haven't had a chance to have a good one. Yeah, Socks, I hope Frosty feels better too. Just Tammy, you're allergic to mangoes. When you were 16, you experienced anaphylaxis. Growing up in Miami, where they're everywhere, it was a wicked disappointment. My son thought he was allergic to mangoes for about a week. And it turns out my wife and my son, Noe and Tommy, they're both allergic to the sap, to contact, which you probably can't see that. But even I broke out in a little bit of a rash from picking this week. It doesn't affect me as bad as it affects you.
Yeah.
I mean, she gets burns, like scars.
It's like acid.
Welts.
Like, yeah. It's like if they touch my skin, I get like burned, like it's acid touched my skin. It's real bad.
Yeah. And then my son helped us pack a bunch of mangoes one day, and they had a lot of sap on them, and he started to swell up a little bit. And he got bummed out because he loves to eat mangoes. And it turns out it was the sap, not the flesh itself. But it sounds like your reaction was way worse than anything we've had. I mean, it's common for people to get irritated from the sap.
Yeah.
But anaphylaxis, you can't mess around with that. That's for sure. Rosa Aguirre, me encanta la música en tus videos. Gracias.
Gracias.
When I make a video, Rosa, you can ask her. I probably spend more time, them little shorts I do. I spend more time picking the music than recording and editing the short. And I just go through songs until something feels tropical and farm-y and matches the rhythm of, I don't know, it's my art, I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you put like a lot of Latin music too.
Yeah, I like cumbia.
Yeah.
I like marine.
Rosa, le encanta la música latina.
See, but I like cumbia for farm stuff because like cumbia reminds me of like a horse, you know. You know what I mean? Like it just, if I was doing videos about trains, I probably would like bluegrass. Bluegrass makes me feel like you're on a train.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I just feel it's farmy and tropical. And I also like to use like flamenco guitar sometimes, and also marimba.
Oh,
Marimba.
yeah, you use marimba.
Xylophone. Yeah, I like that too. But thank you. I'm glad you noticed that, Rosa. Thank you.
Very sweet.
Jupiter, your Catalina 45-gallon didn't make it this year after putting in the ground. Oh, that's a bummer. I wonder what happened. Question for you. How long was it in the 45-gallon pot? Maybe it was root-bound when you transplanted it. I put a root-bound tree in the ground, a 25-gallon root-bound tree, and it just was like looking bad for like for like 6-8 months. And then one day I said, screw this, I'm yanking this guy out and I'm putting another tree in. And I lifted it right out of the hole. It developed no roots in like 8 or 9 months. It was root bound. I just pulled it right out of the hole. Where, smaller trees with teeny tiny diameters that came out of 7-gallon pots, you could never just pull them out of the hole without ripping the tree. So I don't know, maybe it was root bound. And if it's not doing well, maybe you could pull it up and kind of root prune it and try to straighten out the roots and see if you could salvage it. I tried to salvage that one and it died. I couldn't fix it. You're watching from John Bess is watching from Louisiana Zone 9A. We get a lot of customers from Louisiana. We've had a lot of visitors from Louisiana. In November 2020, we had a house fire. We had to move out of here, just right down the hall here. Our house lit on fire. And we were living in a hotel for 7 months. And I'd come up to the farm and work, and we get a call from an elderly couple. Hey, we'd love to see your farm. I said, great. I saw it wasn't Baton Rouge. It was one of them towns over in Louisiana. And anyway, the guy says, I said, next time you come to Florida, come by and visit us. He says, well, we're in Florida. I said, oh, well, if you get down to South Florida, you can come visit us. He says, I think I'm in South Florida. I said, where are you? He was at the gas station that's like 2 miles away. So I said, yeah. So I go, wait there. And I ran out of the hotel, jumped in my truck, came over and met him, took him and his wife over here. And we had a great day. But we've had a lot of visitors from Louisiana.
Yeah.
Then we had that woman that brought like that 90-year-old guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was all tough and stuff.
Oh,
yeah, that was
I like
incredible.
him. We took pictures of him.
Yeah. Greater Good. Gary Zill says that sun is the food for a mango, that shaded mangoes don't fruit a lot. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, they're giant trees, right? They're the top of the canopy. And so, yeah, it makes sense that would be the case. And I think I've never met the Zills, but I know who they are. And any advice you get from them, if you want to grow mangoes, you take that advice. And Gary Zill says, Gary's the one. I've got a Gary mango tree growing right out here in our backyard, in our specialty collection. And that Gary mango, I cannot walk by that tree without ripping off a leaf and crumbling up, and I just smell it. I just sniff it as I walk around. It has this beautiful orange citrus smell to it. It's delicious. Jupiter, you heard that the afternoon picking has less sap. I don't know about that, Jupiter, and I generally don't pick in the afternoon, because by the afternoon I want to be packing. I want to pick in the morning. I don't want to pick too early, because you don't want to pick wet fruit. Now, look, you're going to get caught in the rain. You're going to have wet fruit. But I try to pick as early as possible, get back here. Best case scenario, I'm getting at least 1 truckload of boxes to the post office prior to their 3:30 pickup. Then back another round and back before 5 p.m. So we tend to be packing in the afternoon. I will say this, though. The riper the mango, the less sap it squirts out at you. When they're not ready to pick, if you pick one too early, you can hold it and it's like peeing sap. It's under pressure. Yeah. Okay, Jupiter, 2 years from Excalibur. So it was in a 45-gallon pot for 2 years at your house. And you don't know how long it was in the pot at Excalibur before you bought it. Your problem might be that it became root bound. Let's say it was in the pot. It could be. Mm-hmm. If it was in the pot there for a year and then sat at your house for 2 years without any root pruning, imagine you were still wearing the same shoes you wore to kindergarten. Your toes would be all curled in on each other. That happens to the roots. You can go out and check, kind of pull up on the tree a little bit. If it wants to come out of the hole, it's very likely root bound, and so take it out and throw it away and put a new one, or take it out and try to sort the roots out, untangle them. It's going to feel like a big hard block of wood. Try to open all that up, replant it, and see what happens.
I think you have a video that you explain that.
I do. You're right. There's a video on my channel of me
this
dealing
video.
with the rootbound tree, which died, but it's still worth the try. Red X, have I ever heard of mangosteen? I've heard of mangosteen, and I love mangosteen. It's delicious. It's delicious. And I believe it's just catching. I mean, I feel like more people are starting to grow it around here lately. I think there's a couple varieties that are starting to take off here in South Florida. I love it. I think it's delicious. Blessings Fruit Garden. It looks like another kit. Okay, if it's green with some pink blush at the top and kind of fat in one orientation and narrow in another with the kidney bean, that would be a kit. I also sent Kent's. The Kent is going to be similar to the kit, but it'll be a darker green and it'll have more of a purple blush as opposed to the pink. And then when you cut it open, you'll have orange flesh in the kit. The Kent is not as orange. It's more light colored. And for either of them, let them get real good and soft on your counter. Don't cut them open or let them get soft like we've, almost to where they start to spot up and stuff like that. Don't rush it. 831 Avo wants to know if he wins. I didn't even know if you were here, and I didn't see your answer to anything. But yeah, what the hell? Hat for you. Write it down. Avo gets a hat. PM me your information. Find my contact info in the About section of the YouTube channel. 831 Avo. Yeah, 831. And we'll send you a SleepyLizard hat. I'm terrible. I'm not really a stickler to the rules.
No.
If I was a game show host, first of all, I can't think of any questions. And I'm a little free and loose with the prizes.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Blind Eye has 30 mango seedlings. And you're going to graft soon. Fantastic. You got a lot to practice on. Dirk Watson, what is the large peach-colored mango front and center on our table?
What do you think it is?
That's a Tommy.
That's a Tommy.
That's a Tommy.
Yeah.
That's a Tommy Atkins. Yeah. It's a Tommy.
Yeah, it's not ready to eat
yet.
yet.
It's still, Like that'll get a little darker.
3 days.
Yeah, you're seeing this side of it. It'll darken up more like that. And like in about 3 days.
3 days.
And we'll do that. Yep. Good eye. Blind Eye, you watched the video last year and now you're a mango farmer. Fantastic. Georgia Gardner, you planted seed from a Maha Chinook you ordered for me and already it's sprouted. Fantastic.
Oh, wow.
I used to think Maha Chinook was polyembryonic, but now I think it's not.
It's not?
I think it's not. But you're going to get a great, I don't know, what's your plan? Are you going to graft it or are you going to grow it to maturity? Either way, you're going to do good. And I'm glad you got Maha Chinooks from us last year. I was so happy to be able to send people Maha Chinook because, number one, that's like more of a specialty variety. Number two, it was such a crappy mango year this year that we were worried. And the Maha Chinooks did real good. So, I was glad people got to try that variety. Jupiter, you're trying to convince your wife to line your north fence with bananas and monsteras for privacy. Yeah, that's a great idea. So you got your...
Such a great idea.
Yeah, and that's something that's becoming common here is 2-tiered and even 3-tiered farming. So you have a ground crop like Monstera deliciosa. And then you talked about putting in bananas as a canopy crop. You could put in different types of bananas. So some that have a 15-foot canopy, maybe some that only go to 10 or 12. So then you'll have your Monstera, then your 10-foot banana canopy, and then your 15-foot banana canopy, and that will give you privacy. What other people do is, like me, I have my Monstera as my ground crop. I've got my fruit trees as my canopy crop. And then people are planting dragon fruit to run up the trunks of the trees. So you've got ground Monstera, or people put pineapples. Then you've got the dragon fruit as like your mid-level crop. And then your top-level crop is your canopy, which would be like your mangoes, your avocados, your lychees, your longans, your sapodilla, your mamey. Of course, then you start getting into like a more high-density planting situation. You got to water more, you got to fertilize more. But you got it. I mean, dude, every time we go to pick our kid up at school, it seems like they've plowed another grove down and is putting in a new housing development. And, we got to grow on the less and less land that we have every year. I think, Jupiter, have your wife try a Monstera deliciosa.
Oh, my God. Yes.
And you'll probably convince her that way. Oh, socks in the garden. You think that's a play on words like Tell us about your name, Socks in the Garden. What's the history of your name there? Yeah. What are you doing in that garden exactly? Blind Eye, you wish you came to your house and grafted all your mangoes. That would be the best prize of all. I'll tell you what, you wish even like Jorge Tovar from my videos could do it because his hit rate's a lot higher than mine.
So good.
But keep, just keep practicing. I mean, you did your first batch.
Yeah.
None of them have sprouted yet, but none of them have died yet either. And we got a bunch to sprout this year.
They're okay.
Yeah, and when we do avocado this year, it's going to go even better because they're less fussy. What did I forget to give away? Oh, I forgot to give away a box of avocado.
Really?
Yeah.
You would? Okay.
Yeah. How should we give it away?
We got to think about something clever.
What was the name of the ice cream place?
Ha!
And we'll give it a hint. In Homestead, Florida, where Noe got the mango ice cream. Winner gets, first one to guess, greater good, you ain't getting them. First one to guess gets a box of avocados.
Yeah, where did I get this?
Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got here. Georgia Gardner, winner chicken dinner. Eddie Ash, do we sell budwood? And what is our window for time of year wise? We sold budwood for mango from about early May through about last week. And I could keep going, but I don't have any more. We picked it all. And we're getting to the end now of picking, and I'm going to have to trim the trees and stuff like that. And then avocado, I'm taking pre-orders now, but we don't start harvesting that till like December, January, February. That's when those will be going out. And those are the only two budwood we sell, avocado and mango. Bra loves our videos. Thank you. Aww. Sarah, hi from South Florida. Do we sell the plant of Monstera deliciosa? I don't sell any plants, but if you're from South Florida, look up my info. Send us a text. Come by and visit. I'll give you a cutting of one.
Yeah.
And it'll take off like crazy. Ours are so mature and big. It'll take off like
Come
crazy.
And visit us.
Yeah. You could buy some avocados or something. Okay. Oh, Socks is heading to dinner. I guess we're not going to get the answer of the origin of her name. Georgia Gardner.
Bye, Socks.
Oh, wait, never mind. She did hear our name, or she did hear our question. Socks is Cambodian, and her true name is Sock Nu, but folks call her Socks.
Oh, I like that.
Socks in the garden. Okay, all right. Boy, I feel bad for my mistaken interpretation. Sorry, Socks. Georgia, just growing to see what happens. Yeah, why not? That's your name, Socks. Thank you for explaining that to us. I appreciate that. Bro loves our vids. Thank you. Georgia doesn't know the answer. Growing together, Starbucks. No, we didn't get the ice cream at Starbucks, although we did have a visitor here from Starbucks. Uh-oh. Bruh, 321, are you a bot? Or are you like a person trying to get me to ask you if you were a bot? I'm getting bot vibes from you.
Me too.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I pronounced Sock's name correctly.
Nice.
Well, okay. I got lucky. I looked at it and tried to sound it out. But it's a very pretty name. I'm going to show Noah your YouTube channel later and enjoy dinner with your husband tonight. And her co-workers thought that was a good name. Okay. Looks like Blind Eye wins a box. Put the Blind Eye.
Oh!
He got it. Lami Chakwan. Yeah. Blind Eye wins a box of avocado. And guys, we're in the 7-minute warning here. So we're going to be shutting down at hour 2 at the end of 120 minutes. So if there's any questions you want to ask, get them in now, and we're going to be saying our goodbyes. If you would like to buy any fruit, right now we're finishing up with avocados. We're finishing up with mangoes, but we're just starting to hit our stride with avocados.
Yes.
You can get them at guacfarm.com, guacfarm.com. Do me a favor, go subscribe to Frosty's channel.
Please.
I think he left us.
He's so
he would really appreciate if he got a boost in subscribers.
Yeah.
He's a great young guy.
Yeah.
And so sincere, so nice. He likes to dance in his videos.
I know.
And I love watching him dance. Yeah. And so give Frosty a little support.
Send him a little
Like
love.
I say, if you want to buy fruit from us, guacfarm.com, or a t-shirt or a hat. And Francisco, you love the farm, and I come across as a great dude. Thank you. You grew up in Homestead, now you live in Texas. You're probably a Dallas fan, ain't you? Cowboys fan. And you're trying to grow some fruit trees on your own. Fantastic, man. Good luck. Good luck with that. Michael wants to know, is the Kent a good mango? Yeah, the Kent's a great mango. And the Kent is a very, very good producer, high yield producer. And it's a good classic mango, you know, right down the middle. I don't think anyone's going to list it as like their, you know, well, no, George and Rosa, that's their favorite.
Yeah.
New. Yeah. Georgia, next time it'll be you, Jupiter. You just planted a pace mame. Yes, I grow pace, and that's up from Laura Farms, named after the initials of his mom and dad. Great story there, right? Whenever we go to Laura Farms, we walk the grounds, and he points at trees and tells the stories, you know. And the pace mame is named, you know, his dad named it after him and his wife, after Julian's mom and dad. It's got a great story. And yeah, we do grow. I think I have 2 pace trees here. And that it's a good variety. I prefer the Key West. I find it like sweeter, but I think the pace is a more like true to like, you know, like a mame. Like it's a very unique flavor, you know, almost like a very well cooked sweet potato, but fruity. Really good stuff. Oh shit, we cut out. What's going on?
We did.
Is it just the video? You guys still have the audio? Tell me if you still have the audio, but the video's frozen. I think. Someone just said it looks like the vid cut out.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Is that okay? It's cool because we're done. We've come to the end of the 2 hours. I could see people are getting bored. They want perfect by me because I'm sick of talking. And so I think we'll wrap it up here. Yes, Socks. We did say we were at the 5-minute warning. Now we're at the 2.5-minute warning. And Dirk Watson, how can I get the house variety of mango? It's called the Valiant, named after my grandparents, named after my mother's mom and dad, Bill and Bess. Wow, that was thunder. Oh, we just had a wicked thunder. Wow. Named after Bill and Bessie Valiant. And the way you can get it is unfortunately, you have to wait till next year and go to guacfarm.com, guacfarm.com. That's like a May into early June variety mango, and we're sold out of those already. Socks, good night. I had fun
Good
too.
night,
Oh, Dirk, you want a tree? I don't sell the trees online. You'd have to come and get one or talk to other people on this chat, because there's some people who bought cuttings from me that have actually successfully grafted them. Ray, thank you too. Jimmy, yeah, okay, I'm back. I don't know what the heck happened. Thank you, Socks, I'm back. Francisco, still here. You can see me. All good now. Both are back. Just a 2-minute gap. I don't know what the heck happened. We lost most of our viewers during that little mishap. But like I say, yeah, it's starting to rain, and it is 10 o'clock. We went 8 to 10. And so once again, guys, it would, you know, this is what we do for a living. We sell fruit. We sell it at guacfarm.com. I don't think I forced it down your throat, you know, promoting the website. But at the end of the video, I do want to say, you know, this is how, we're about to lose our electricity. This is how we earn our living. www.guacfarm.com. And going out, we'll have Monstera Deliciosa. We might start with Longans. Yeah. We have Mame right now. And then in December, we'll have Sapodilla. And so with that, we will say goodbye. Good night, everyone. Bye. Thank you for your participation. Bye.